Listen, we're live and alive. It's your boy Rhino. Welcome to MGTV. Today's a bit all over the place, but I don't care. We just gotta go live. We gotta go live. Let's talk rivalry. So it's the end of season roundup. Yeah. Let's talk about our teams. Let's talk about who flopped. Let's talk about who did well. You know, certain fan bases are giving other fan bases a bit of verbal. G20, firms, magpies, what are you guys saying?
What's the word, man? What's the word? What's the word?
You know what it is? Wait, let me even just do something. Let me put firms up here since he's, second of the league. And magpies, go over that. Magpies, go to that. Hey, listen.
Champions League football.
Champions League.
Champions League football. Let's go.
Come on, boys. This is looking like a Champions League roundup. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Change the club now. Change the title. Champions League only. You're
that's
not in the
what I'm
Champions
saying.
League. You're not allowed in there.
You're not rolling.
No, because we're playing UCL football. I'm thinking we can get quite a bit of players. You know what I mean? Because I think 99% of footballers want to play Champions League football, so I think it's a good opportunity for us. You get me?
100%. I agree, man. How you feeling, G20, man?
Oh, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. Secured third. ETH knows what he's doing. I'm loving it, man. Season was rocky, but it's not done yet. We still got to beat the blue half. When is that panel? I forgot, but I think a week's time or something. Saturday, we'll get the job done. We'll get the job done.
Hope
hopefully,
so, man.
Hopefully.
No offense, but I don't see United taking over City anytime soon.
No, not soon, but the process is there. Rebuild. The rebuild's there. I'm not saying.
So you think you can't beat them now?
I can't say trust the process because Arsenal fans stop going out and look where that.
I'm not saying that I don't think you can't beat them.
I knew Arsenal were going to bottle the league, and I was right.
Wow.
I hear it.
I was telling people at college, listen, Arsenal are bottling the league, and I bet the Arsenal fans were like, "Nah, we're going to win it." Turns out I was right the entire time.
Yeah. Firms, man, what's your response to this, man? Because I know you don't like this. You don't like this word bottled. You don't like it, man. What is it? Talk to us, man.
I realized this argument is just gonna be going in circles now. The season's done. City won it. They've lifted the trophy. Like, what do you want man to do? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm happy. Saka signed a new contract. Obviously, the budget and that for the transfer window's been announced. All of these type of things. Like, I'm more than happy. Just got to add depth to our squad, add a bit more strength, and you get me. We go again next season.
How you feeling about Saka's contract,
bro? I heard some information today that kind of made me sit up. So my sources told me apparently Saka was trying to get a release clause on the contract.
Is it?
But Arsenal said no. That's why we've given him a 4-year. We didn't give him the mad thing, a longer deal.
Interesting. So
Which
you think that he's got an exit plan then?
I don't know, but I feel like this way the way I looked at it, I thought it was kind of cheeky from obviously it would have came from him and his agent. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a bit mad, but at the same time, I guess it's kind of safety for herself, just in case. Because imagine we go backwards now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. The release clause is crazy. I can't lie. I heard him and his agent wanted the release clause on that contract still.
Not gonna lie, Saka is a really good player, so I see some big clubs going for Saka. I'm talking 100%. The likes of I'm not sure about Real Madrid, but I'm thinking the likes of Barcelona. Barcelona and Bayern.
Munich. Yeah, Bayern. You can see him out of Bayern easily. But that's what I'm saying. If you go for him, that's why the whole release clause thing is crazy. Once they activate that, then you know what I mean.
So what has he actually got a release clause? Sorry, has he actually?
Arsenal said no.
Oh, okay. So he wanted one and they've rejected it, basically.
Yeah, they rejected it when they would do the contract, which is crazy. But that's the difference with Arsenal. Normally, Arsenal probably would back in the day we would have given that to him. Good bit of business from us. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
obviously
But
300K as
then,
well, it's a lot as well. But
then so what? So they've compromised not giving him the release clause by giving him more a week,
less
basically.
years. Less years, basically. Yeah, so 4 years.
Okay. Okay. So how do you feel about that? Do you think that's going to affect his play? Like, what do you think his intentions are? Like,
I feel like, bro, he's an Arsenal boy. He's come out. He said his family are Arsenal. You get me? Everything to do with him is Arsenal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But obviously, 4 years. How old is he? About 22, 21 now.
Yeah.
4 years, bro. Down the line, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. It just depends where we go. If we're winning trophies and we're doing what we need to do, then calm. If we're not, then I understand why he would leave. Do you get what I'm saying? You want to go win stuff as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But again, obviously, Arteta's trying to build a team around players like him and that. So yeah, man. It's good though. Like I said, it's nice to know that these players are signing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At least for the next few years, okay, knuckle down. There's no uncertainties. Boom, let's keep it moving, kind of thing. Yeah.
Knuckle down, and it's good. It's a good look for us. Obviously, shout out my boy Xhaka. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he gave you guys a good exit. He said, "Yeah, let me give you quick 2 goals and let me love you guys and leave you."
You get me?
No,
Xhaka. I can't lie. Obviously, I can't lie. I don't think you'll ever see something like this again in football, man.
Not gonna lie. I think Saka and Martinelli are going to be leaving Arsenal soon, and they're going to be playing for bigger clubs.
You think?
That's cap. Why would they? Okay, let me ask you a question. Why would they want to leave Arsenal?
Because think of it like this: what would you rather play for a club like Arsenal that's not going to win trophies? There might be a possibility they'll win the FA Cup or Energy Drink Cup, or would you rather play for a team like Bayern, win the Bundesliga, and probably win the Champions League as well? Because if you're around players like Kimmich, Neuer, and Thomas Muller, you're going to have a good chance of winning the Champions League.
But listen, Magpies, I hear where you're coming from, but it's like with reality and clubs, you got to think of it like this. You got to let the football and the players do the talking. It's like we're not even into next season yet. Anything can happen next season. I am telling you, anything can happen.
It's true.
I agree.
So you literally just missed out on winning the league, bro. Did you get what I'm saying?
Stability and listen, guys like Muller and guys like Neuer, they don't have long left. Neuer's been injured for how long? And listen, they've had to get Jan Sommer in for that majority of the season. Listen, in football, things are never definite. So give it to the end of next season or the season after that, and let's see what the outcome is going to be.
Me personally, and the reason why I say Magpies' points invalid, just for me, is the league's done now. We finished 4 points behind Man City, one of the greatest teams. It's not the greatest team that's graced this Premier League era. Yeah. Let's be real. So, why, as a young player, you're one of the star players, why would you want to leave a big club like Arsenal? And as much as you can say, "Oh, you might win an energy cup, the energy drink cup, or you might win the FA Cup, whatever," bro, that's not us anymore. This is like everyone keeps going on about the old Arsenal. Like you lot can say the bottling thing, bro. It's not. We finished 4 points behind City. None of you lot would have done that this season. You didn't do it this season. This is Newcastle's greatest season in how long? Do you get what I'm saying? This is one of United's best seasons in how long? This is one of our best seasons in how long? And we finished 4 points behind City. We pushed City all the way. Do you get what I'm saying? Of course,
I definitely agree with
nearly all the way, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Not all the way, but do you get to basically realistically to the end of the road? Do you get what I'm saying? Not all the way, but you get what I'm saying.
I
definitely agree with you. There's probably a possibility that Gui Mahrez or Wilson might leave Newcastle. There probably is a possibility of that. I'll be so real, but my point still stands for like players like Saka and Martinelli. Not Saka, because Saka's a London boy, but Martinelli's Brazilian, so he probably wants to explore his career.
Martinelli loves the club, bro. He loves the club. He's come out. He said, bro, he wants to live in London for his whole life, bro. He loves Arsenal.
Are you confident? Are you sure about that? Yeah, firms. That's your feeling, yeah.
But you have to understand, bro. It's like everyone's making us seem like we're a small club, like we just got into the top 4. We're a big club, we're the third biggest club in England. Why would you want to leave Arsenal, bro? Someone explain that. Doesn't make any sense.
Listen, you're forgetting Arsenal is not Tottenham. It's not.
Just what I'm saying. We're bro, like it's like everyone's
Listen,
talking down to Arsenal. I don't get it.
Look at Tottenham right now. Harry Kane bagged 30 goals this season, and they missed out on European football together.
Yeah,
it's like
Arsenal is this, bro. Arsenal
this season,
one of the biggest clubs in England, bro. Yeah, third biggest club in England. Yeah, bro. You're not going to want to play for them. We're in the champion. We're in one of the greatest bits of our that we've been in the Premier League periods that we've been in since we've lifted the trophy.
Bro, I understand where you're coming from, but
Martinelli, trust me, them players that they're here to stay. Martinelli, the Sakas, the Jesuses, all of these players, Zinchenko's, bro, it's a young squad. They know where it is. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to talk about Jesus after as well, but carry on.
Bro, they're gonna stay. We're more advanced than United and Newcastle because we have these young players. Do you get what I'm saying?
I would agree.
I agree that Arsenal are a good club at the moment. However, you know when you said before, why would you want to leave a club like Arsenal? Well, to be honest, it's because what if a team like Madrid, teams like Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern, in my opinion, are way more advanced than Arsenal at the minute. So if one of these teams offers to snatch one of Arsenal's great players, the offer, it's not guaranteed, but it is very tempting. I'll be real.
Of course it's tempting, but that's like you. But you can say that for any club. Then it's the same thing for United. So what's United in the Champions League now? So what's if Bayern want to go and grab Sancho?
Like
what's if someone wants to grab Martinez now? Like bro, you can say that for anyone.
Magpies, I can say this in the same context for your Newcastle players, like Madrid and Barcelona weren't banging on the door for what was it, Maximan? Who else was there? They wanted Almiron at one point, like offers were tempting, but stuff like that never really materialized. Do you understand? Yeah. If a Madrid or a Barcelona came in for like Almiron or Saint Maximin or Isak or anyone, wouldn't Eddie Howe and all of his management would sit there and think it's a tempting offer?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
So I'm putting it in Newcastle's context as well.
Yeah, it could go for anyone. It could go for anyone. Players will more so want to stay at Arsenal than Newcastle, bro.
You definitely have the right to point out Newcastle because you are right. I definitely agree. Players are going to think, who would I rather play for? A club like Madrid or a club like Newcastle? I definitely do agree with you, and that is scary to think about.
But then it boils down to it boils down to all us three, United and Newcastle, bro. Bro, like let's be real right now. You lot don't know if you're gonna get top 4 next season.
Yeah, I would hope that we can be
more. Hope that you can maintain it and that develop. Yeah. But just I'm saying, you as a fan right now can't be like, bro, we're 1,000,000% getting top 4.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's gonna be difficult next season for all of us. Yeah,
anything can happen.
Obviously, but no, anything can happen in football. That's what I'm saying. You might go and win the league, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you add up everything and how the season went, it's the same thing for us last season, bro. I would have sat down and said we're gonna get top 4. Do you get what I'm saying? And that proves your point, G20, that anything can happen. We've gone and done the mad thing. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, judging off what happened last season, I just thought maybe we could finish 4th again, like try to get 4th instead of 5th. You get what I'm saying? I didn't expect the players to play so good.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But like I said, anyway, just the philosophy through the club, man. I feel like there's a lot of things that's changed in Arsenal. Even what I just told you about Saka's contract and stuff like that. Like Arsenal, bro, trust me, the business was never that good, bro, before. We used to let our players' contracts run out. Bro, we used to lose people like Saka and that, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that there's just something different about the club. I can't wait till I feel like rival clubs see it, but you lot don't want to accept it. And I feel like the next couple of seasons, it's just going to be in your face too much. You're going to have to accept it. It burns people to say that Arsenal played very well this season. That's why people cover it and mask it over with bottling.
Yeah, for
You know
me,
what
I
I'm saying?
think not me, but yeah, I
Yeah,
do see a
you
lot
know
of
what I
people
mean. I'm just
hating.
talking
A
about
lot of
rival
people
brands.
hate. Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
they
saying
do.
because it's like if United did what we did, you lot wouldn't get as much hate. Obviously, from Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans, yeah, boom. But it's crazy. We finished 8th. The hate that we got is not comparable to how Chelsea finished. What they were, they top for 11th, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's bro, come on, like that's ridiculous, bro. Like that's ridiculous. We was at the United game the other day. They say your city is blue, just like London, bro.
Yeah.
You're finishing 11th, bro. Like that,
Not gonna
bro.
lie.
That's crazy. I've never seen my club finish that low, bro.
I know Arsenal have done very well, but Arsenal have quite a bit of superstars. So there's going to be, like I said before, there's going to be lots of big clubs after their stars. I'm sure there's going to be clubs who are after Aaron Ramsdale because that guy should be our number one keeper. But we have Pickford,
Yeah, I
who has
agree. Yeah,
crocodile
No,
arms.
no,
kind
no,
of
no, no, no.
form.
It's like
No, but
Pickford
that's what I'm
is like
saying, bro. You have to understand these are players that we've actually made into something. So there's always going to be that attachment to the club.
listen,
It's
Southgate.
like Saka. If you put Saka right now, what Saka is our number 7, a star boy. You're a stand-up player at Arsenal. You're gonna play Champions League football and everything. Bro, why would you want to go to Real Madrid when you have to battle for a spot against Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. and that? A lot of things have to come into context, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Same thing for Bayern. He goes to Bayern, he has to fight for a first team spot against Nabry, Sane and that, and Mane. That doesn't make any sense. As a player, you're gonna go from a club where you're the star man, everything runs through you, and you start every single game to a club where, bro, you'll probably be on the bench majority of the time.
Actually, yeah, that's true. Madrid doesn't make as much sense. But I
Yeah,
feel like with Bayern, I think isn't Saka better than Gnabry, Nabi, and
Nabry.
Sane?
Nabry.
Nabry, I wouldn't say he's better. Me personally, I wouldn't say he's better. I think Nabry is very, 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 very good. But bro, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be up to 2. It's like the same thing. If Saka went to Man City, would he start with the time? Like we gotta be real, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's not gonna have the
Saka.
same effect as that he would have at Arsenal at much clubs, bro. Because of you have to understand some players are like what he is. He's a star boy at the club. He starts
Yeah,
every
true.
single game. I could imagine
yeah.
you don't know how you'll play as a bench player, bro.
Yeah,
No, I agree, man. I agree. Still, yeah, man. Arsenal for me, they've had a good season, man. You know, obviously, at the end of the day, I see a lot of back and forth. Obviously, I'll never want to. I would never want Arsenal to be better than my club because that's just the rivalry in me.
yeah,
I want to be the
yeah.
best club in the league, you know.
I get
But you
it.
have
I
to
get
give
it.
you have to give props where it's due. And at the end of the day, you know, me personally, yeah, they can do their thing next season. A lot of people I've seen split. I've got a cold by the way, but I've seen split kind of opinions. Like some people think they can progress. Some people think that their mentality might hold them back as well. It's gonna be interesting anyway. It's gonna be very interesting. Jesus, how do you think he's been for you guys?
I think he's been brilliant, bro. Like, Defoe's changed a lot. Like, it's nice to have a striker like that. Do you get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
nice, bro. Like, he definitely
When
helped us a
when
lot.
he
The
first
mentality,
came in, what was you
yeah.
expecting to him compared to what the outcome, the final outcome? Do you feel like did you think he was going to score more goals? What did you think?
I felt like he set the bar high for himself. By the way, he started the season. Do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, he did go through that little dry spell, but bro, it's understandable. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I always rated him at City. I know a lot of City fans didn't really rate him and that, but I felt like he was cold. Like, I thought his technical ability, everything's good. It was everything that I kind of expected. It surprised me a lot how good he was. Do you get what I'm saying? He almost gave me Alexis Sanchez vibes. With how good his control was in the box and just the composure is ridiculous. You get what I'm saying? But I've
Yeah,
been impressed with him this season, man. I've been impressed with him. And again, another player. He's only 25 now. Is he 24, 25? Yeah, 20. I think 25 now. Bro, he's got time on his hands, bro. Time,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
No, yeah, man. I love Jesus. I love him. I love him.
No, yeah, no. I hear you,
Hope we
man. I
can
hear
keep him
you.
down. A lot of my players,
I
I don't. There's not one player this season that I'll turn around that say that I would say you were actually probably one. The only person, Tomiyasu, but he had a lot of injuries this season. After the World Cup, he never really looked like he was going to get back into how he was playing before. Do you get what I'm saying? But other than that, there's not really a player I'll turn around and say didn't do what they needed to do this season, man. Every player was great. Jorginho coming in, Trossard coming in, the signings that were made, bro. Like, yeah, I just gotta give it to Arteta, bro. Literally, it's upset we could have done it, but.
So what do you think? So do you think the fact that you guys lost the mentality battle, would you consider that a flop? Do you think that maybe Arteta brought the wrong people in January? If you look at it in hindsight,
the reason why I won't say it's a flop, bro, we've got the second youngest squad in the Prem, bro. How good do you want their mentality to be? They're in positions that they've never been in, bro. They're in positions that they've never been.
So do you think thinking that you could win the league was always going to be premature because these guys were young?
100%, 100%. If they went and done it, then bro, hats off to them, bro. It would have been bro. If Arsenal won the league this season, I'm telling you, that's why so many guys are battering us and saying bottling it, because everyone was scared because they know what would happen if we won the league. It would be, bro. I'll tell you, guys will know what would happen if we won the league this season. I'm telling you, I reckon we would have continued to do the crazy. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I feel like it would have been on a roll. I don't think it would have been I think we'd have kind of done. Giving Man City the pressure that Liverpool will. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like that would have been a huge statement. It would have been a fluky one. It would have been a lesson when we win it and we fall off. No. Trust me. Like, what people have to realize is there's playing football and flukily like just get into it. But there's an identity to this club now when it comes to playing football, bro. If we strip like, bro, we played the whole season with Ben White at right back. He's not a right back, bro. You get what I'm saying? He can play right back, but he's not a right back. Same thing for me. I'll say Zinchenko's not a left back. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a centre mid to me. But at the same time, if we go now and strengthen in those positions, for example, get Cancelo at right back, bro, it's going to be very different. Saka's not going to have to defend like how he defended last season. Do you get what I'm saying? It's going to be very different, bro. Very different.
Very different. Man. Tony, what do you think, man? How do you think Arsenal's season's been? Would you call them a flop?
I mean, they ran out of steam towards the end. That's pretty much what I can say. And it happens to a lot of teams where the complacency kicks in, the players getting way too relaxed, and then dropping points becomes the norm. And this happens for any side, whether you're fighting it out for the title or you're like your relegation threatened side. It's like even with relegation threatened sides, they're knowing that okay, we've got a few points from safety. Yeah, we can just start to lose those games and not really care. And it's just like pressure can come from all angles, no matter where you are in the table. And that is just the number one key thing. Like even Tottenham have been I don't know, below par this season, and they just know teams on the bottom after the table. They just know they can. Certain teams that can just go and pick up points, but like they missed out on Europe completely. No Conference League, no Thursday night Wi-Fi passwords, nothing. And like what Emery did with like Villa, no one was expecting that.
Yeah.
In all fairness, and they've secured themselves, not really, but Conference League. And that's a big achievement for them. First time since 2010, when they had like John Carew up front and stuff like that. That's a big achievement. So you got to look at this season. This season has been full of surprises and what ifs and all sorts. That's how I can put it.
I agree, man.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, the Prem's been very interesting, man. What do you call it? Magpies, man. I want to move on to Newcastle. Like, you guys were looking strong fourth candidates at some part of the league, at some part of the season. Then you was looking like confident third candidates, and now you slip back into fourth. What do you think? What's your overall thoughts on the season, and what do you think happened towards the end? And how are you feeling about going to the Champions League? Do you like in terms of the players' experience and where they've been?
Obviously, maybe the pressure got to us. Maybe that's why we were slipping. But then we eventually got back up. except for that Chelsea game, which we should have won. We honestly, we just need to get rid of Almiron. To be honest,
Get rid of,
Almiron,
is it?
yeah, Almiron is. But I remember watching the game, and my dad got so pissed off. He just hated the way Almiron was playing. He was like, "Get Almiron off." I could see his frustration, and he was literally smiling when he missed a goal. I can't. Yeah, we just need to get rid of him. But back to the topic. Yeah, we were feeling a bit of the pressure, but yeah, we got back
So
on
do you
our.
feel like the fact that so you feel like Newcastle had one eye open on how Man United was doing, kind of thing?
I'm not even sure, to be honest, but I am a bit disappointed that we got fourth place, to be honest. Not disappointed, but I did wish we got third place, because the higher you are, the better. It was just a bit disappointed that we let the pressure get to us and we gave third to United, but I am happy that we're going to Champions League. Fourth is better than 19th.
And to be honest, the fact that you're even in having this conversation, do you know what I'm saying, is this just shows how far you guys and Eddie Howe have come anyway.
That's so true. Yeah.
You know,
Eddie Howe's definitely changing up the team.
Yep. How do you think he's going to do in the Champions League? Like, how are you feeling about it? Do you think you guys are going to get far? What's your thoughts?
I think Eddie Howe. Honestly, I think that Eddie Howe is just going to continue doing what he's doing. He's got a clear plan in his head. He's just going to stick to the plan.
Okay.
He's going to stick to the plan because I think he knows that's what works. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mandem, how are you guys feeling about Newcastle's season and Champions League and
listen,
etc.?
I haven't seen them.
Man.
They really, I have to say, amazing. Like,
go G20, go on.
I haven't seen anything this amazing from them since Pardue days. Like do you remember when the days were like Kabay, Ben Arfa, Cisse, Baba?
Yeah.
Like it goes back to that season. What was that season they finished fifth? I forgot. Was it that what 2013 when they finished fifth? Man's your black, but they've just gone that extra step, and they have the depth there. It's just like finding, and it's like they have the depth, but it's just making sure they solidify themselves with players that can go the extra mile. Listen, don't get me wrong, Almiron's not a bad player.
Yeah, he's probably just had a bad day or a drop in form or something.
Just a little drop in form. But like for someone that came from the MLS to the Premier League and do bits like that, I give my hat off to him.
It's unheard of still.
It's unheard of.
See my thing for Newcastle, the reason I take my hats off to them, yeah. Obviously, one thing I just want to say, Eddie Howe, when he was at Bournemouth, he was one of my favorite Premier League managers. I said, this guy will do something crazy, because even Bournemouth, the fact that he even kept them up for so long,
got them top half, bro.
They didn't even have exactly. That's what I'm saying. They didn't even have the money like that. So for when he was doing it, I had to take my hats off to Eddie Howe, man. He's a
Eddie Howe.
If to me he's the best English manager right now, bro. You can say you don't get better than him. You don't get better than him. So, bro, if Newcastle giving the money, but I have no doubt they'll still.
I'm not gonna lie about before. As a Newcastle fan, I don't really agree about Almiron. I've seen Almiron play bad before, and honestly, if Madrid or Barcelona want Almiron, let's just take the offer and let's just get. I think there's way better players than Almiron, to be honest. I'm thinking we could probably get players like Nkuku, and there's definitely some players we're thinking of getting. So let's just focus on that. I'd really like to get Wilfred Zaha. I think he's better than Almiron. But
that'll be a good signing for you guys.
Yeah.
Would disagree about that.
How old is he now? What is he like? How old is Almiron?
He will.
30.
Wilf is 30.
No, Almiron's 29, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Almiron's actually old.
He's old. Oh,
I don't know. That would be a good signing, man. He would do bits at Newcastle, but I don't think he's not leaving Palace anytime soon, man.
don't blame
That's the
Almiron,
same
bro.
leaving Palace. If Newcastle therefore come in, he will leave.
Isn't Zaha leaving? Isn't Zaha leaving as a
No.
Isn't he get? Isn't
He's
his contract
30.
up?
He's 30. He's been up Palace his whole life. Newcastle are Champions League football. Why would you not leave?
Yeah, but,
Also,
And his contract's coming to an end.
yeah, but listen, Zaha's contract expires at the end of is expiring in like it's already expired.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting. Yeah, possible, actually. when you
Even
put
with
it like that.
Almiron, yeah, this is his best ever season. You cannot deny that.
not gonna lie, if we were to go for a player, if we were to go for Wilfred Zaha, I think we'd probably have more than a 99% chance of signing him, to be honest, because Champions League football.
Well, it's simple. If Newcastle went it for him, they were 1,000,000% game.
And he's wanted that for so long. He said that he's wanted that.
Yeah, he's been wanting that for long.
And even the thing with it's like Zaha can't be consistently in that mid-table / relegation battle with Palace every season. And it's just like,
Well, he's been there for how long, bro?
He's carried them on his back from mid-table championship to now, playoffs and all sorts.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. You guys are right, man. He's at that current age in his career. His contract's finished. New beginnings kind of thing. It's a bit. I would say it's a bit like Kane. It's different, but it's similar in the sense where
they're very much the same. That's a good comparison, bro.
Yeah. Move on and go into bigger and greater things. I see Kane celebrating the fact that he's the all-time goal scorer at Tottenham. So I think that's one thing he probably wanted to nip in the bud before he leaves. But we'll see, man. Levy and these man Tottenham and everything they're in quite a mess, man. And speaking about messes, man, Chelsea, man, Chelsea, bro.
That man probably celebrated today, man. The season's over for them. They ain't gonna watch that. That no more was their midweek round, man.
It was
Chelsea,
crazy.
Man, down bad. I was with the Chelsea fans, and bro. They got a good fan base, bro. Because I would not be traveling to Manchester to watch that, bro.
Not gonna lie, at this point, Chelsea are just gonna be a banter club. They're not gonna be as much of a joke as Spurs, but Chelsea are embarrassing themselves.
Chelsea are.
No, but they got posh now, man.
Yeah. So they could turn it around, man.
Well, next season could be crazy. They next season, you don't know. They could go win the Prem, bro. They got no Champions League football, which means less games. They only got to focus on the Prem. They got no European nothing. They're not in Europe, bro. They got less games, bro. Straight 38 games and the FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
Same with Tottenham, but Tottenham need a manager. Who are they getting? And even
Tottenham in a crisis.
Even Expressions and Robbie were on their little thing, and they were talking about. Obviously, Robbie said to Expressions, "Oh, it's a thing of, do you give it to Ryan Mason and let him do something like an Arteta style thing with the club?" But I don't know. No manager wants to go to Tottenham. Even the Feyenoord manager, I forgot his name. Like he got offered the job, but because they just won the Eredivisie, he said no. He wants to carry on with Feyenoord.
So where do Tottenham go from now? Yeah, might as well talk about Tottenham. There's no structure today. Tottenham. If no manager goes for them, what's gonna happen?
Give it to Ryan Mason. That's the only thing. That's the only thing you can think of now. No one wants to go to Tottenham.
That's true, though.
Tottenham don't have no European football at all. Not even no Wi-Fi passwords. No nothing. It's just going to be strict. And if Kane leaves, which he will, I know Moore is out of the door as well. Plus a lot of other players as well. Like it's going to be a very bleak season for Tottenham. And in all honesty,
honestly, Tottenham are useless. Even a 25-year-old Discord mod who's never went outside has more use than Spurs. I'll be real.
No, it's true. There, bro. It's true. It's like Tottenham are a lost cause.
Tottenham are in the mud, man. Tottenham are in the
don't
mud.
know what,
And they haven't got no qualifications this season. They're just.
Oh my god.
what do they do? And
That's
listen,
funny, you
if
know.
Kane is likely to go, I'm talking like good 90%. If he stays, I'll be stunned if he stays. But like, what's the Kane? Who's gonna? Do you think Son's gonna go as well? He has to
Probably.
go.
I heard Kane
Yeah,
wants to
man.
stay at Spurs to break all English records.
Like breaking a record. The guy's 30 and he doesn't even have one major trophy.
Bruv, Kane, I
Yeah.
don't know what Kane's on. I swear to you, I just don't understand. If Kane doesn't leave Tottenham, then it's on him, man. It's on him. Man.
Okay, so yeah, I think Kane wants to break Premier League records. That's why he's at Spurs.
It's all good breaking a record, but if you can't win a trophy,
Then what's the point?
there's literally nothing to it. Even you're forgetting that. Listen, Shearer did his thing in the Premier League. All the amount of goals he scored, but at least he won something. And you're forgetting that. He won a Premier League with Blackburn of all clubs. Listen, Tottenham will never get close to the league like they did in 2016. They finished third in a 2-horse race. Makes no sense. It really makes no sense.
To be honest, where they are now kind of makes sense to where they should be, where they should have always been. They've always somehow flaked their way to, like, even when they were third, I think, was it third or fourth, they was for a good long periods of the season. I was thinking, wow, how are they still up so high?
Listen, it's the teams in the bottom half of the table they're able to get points against. It's like, okay, managers telling it, Kane, have a little run around against your Leeds, against your your Palaces and stuff like that. Have a little run around, score a brace, come back, get your 3 points, job done.
Yeah.
And obviously that was clearly evident against Leeds because Leeds were dead and buried. They had nothing to fight for.
Yeah.
Good Leeds. It's good that Leeds went back down to the Championship. That club was never after Bielsa went. I said, yeah, that club's done for.
Yeah, man. Cool. Listen, since Jamie's not here, man, I just wanted to ask you, and obviously we've got Magpies, we've got firms here, like, so obviously Jamie's our mate, you know, he's our mate, he's a Liverpool fan, yeah. You know, like me and him were going back and forth, you know, he was saying that Man United have spent $1 billion and why are we excited to be third and all of this stuff, yeah. Let me just say my piece in it, and then everyone can respond. At the end of the day, this whole billion talk, for me personally, we all know Manchester United have been run by the Glazers. We have not been run properly. If any other club had the Glazers, if Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal had the Glazers, they will be in the mud as well. All the Glazers care about is maximizing profits, doing shirt sales and taking dividends. They don't care about the growth of the club. They don't care about football like heritage. They don't care about doing well on the pitch. All they care about is statistics, numbers, and oh yeah, we've got top 4, and oh we've got this, and oh we've signed this player, oh we're worth this. That's what they care about. So every single person that keeps talking about we spent $1 billion, please add some context into it. I understand spending money should help you win, but look at Chelsea. Spending money doesn't mean nothing unless you are run properly. So that's the first point.
Chelsea spent 600 million. Look where they are
in one season. But yet, man is still getting, you spent $1 billion. And then secondly, celebrating top 3. It was not too long ago you Liverpool fans were saying, oh, don't let us get top 4, you know. So what? If you guys got top 4, you won't celebrate it. Like, the hypocrisy and just the contradiction is stressing me out, man. Stressing me out. G20, what have you got to say, man? I keep muting because I keep coughing, by the way.
That Chelsea is the definition of throwing the checkbook. Signing after signing after signing after signing after signing after signing. And then you're thinking to yourself, and obviously pundits are saying this as well, Chelsea are signing all of these players, but what is their purpose and what are they going to do to benefit that squad? signing all of these players. Like Nkunku's
No,
just there for.
they're gonna be stuck in a sticky predicament, man, where they're gonna have to sell a few men that they don't want and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a big cleanup job. It's a big cleanup job.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like Chelsea pretty much did a Forest, but
Yeah,
we just
expensive,
but with a little bit better of form and a bit of more extra money, pretty much.
yeah. You know,
I saw something that Todd Bowley said he's going to step back from a lot of responsibilities next season.
Yeah. Apparently, he's only going to be involved in 20% of something, like 20% of the club's running, something like that. I saw 20% of something.
Like, even if you think about it, like going to Stamford Bridge, like this season was light work for a lot of teams. Teams in the bottom half were licking their lips, thinking, "Yes, 3 points,
3 points,
yes.
Easy."
Without that will push our survival bid. And a lot of teams went to Chelsea and got points.
Yeah. Chelsea,
even Southampton, as diabolical as they were, still managed to beat Chelsea at the Bridge.
Well, Southampton took Liverpool to 4 today. Took Liverpool to 4 as well. Listen, the same teams. Listen, at the start of this season, the man that were laughing. Oh, Man United celebrating getting 1-0 at Southampton. Man United celebrating getting 1-0 at Leicester. These same teams are beating these man. That's what I'm saying. Like, man are quick to talk, but they don't like it when it's the other way around, bro.
Like Rhino, it's crazy in reality. And like I'm thinking, wow, Southampton play like that on the last day with nothing to play for.
They're out.
They're getting buried.
Liverpool had nothing to play for either.
How am I saying?
Liverpool had nothing to play for.
Nah, but Liverpool had pride, firms. Liverpool had pride.
Nah, bro, the pride's gone out the window. The pride was won a long time ago when you look confirmed Champions League football.
Listen, Kamudin Sulemana, whatever his name is, that Guardian, but I'm thinking, you've done nothing all season, and you back a play.
Nah, when I saw Southampton 4-2 up, I was like, what?
Don't get listen. Southampton fans, listen. Southampton fans know they are living in depression. After Hasenhuttl got sacked, I'm saying, yep, that's them. Straight to the drop. Simple as. Like,
because it's the same thing as well. Yeah, sorry to cut you off. In terms of not playing, like we secured top 4. We didn't have to beat Fulham today. You know what I mean? It's just pride. I feel like pride matters, man, and I feel like it just helps just end you off nice, and then when you transition into the next season, you can just look back and think, yeah, we ended on a high. Let's go ham, guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just don't want to hear Liverpool. Firms, you know me, I always complain about this all the time, man. People keep moving the goalposts. It's annoying. It's so annoying, bro.
Man, all the time, bro.
Like, firms, just now. We need to talk about this, bro. I'm pissed that my voice is not here.
Bro, it happens.
Bro, I swear down. Like,
First it was.
Yeah, go on.
First it was Arsenal's gonna boil it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man City are so good that these machines, like, trust me, Arsenal not gonna win it, but they're gonna bottle it. Like, which one is it? We can't bottle it and call them machines at the same time.
Yes.
You're saying Man City are this ultimate team. If Man City are the best team that's graced the Prem, everyone's saying it. How did we bottle it then, bro?
Yeah. No, but the only thing I'll say, firms, in that, is that because I was watching Football Verbal. And I was also watching some girl some Arsenal girl on Twitter, but she was quite harsh with everything. The only way I can say you guys messed it up was the fact that when you guys were ahead, there was no pressure in it. Like, so let's say, for example, if it was the City game that messed up you guys' thing, like, then I could say cool, but it's the Southampton and the West Ham game. I feel like a lot of people are looking at that like, hold on. Yeah, but all we had to do was beat Southampton. We were 2-0 up at Liverpool, kind of thing. That's what a lot of people are saying to me, because I'm trying to come and see both sides, but I can kind of get it. It's kind of in your hands.
Let me show you something. It was in our hands, but what people keep saying is we're 8 points clear. Man City had 2 games in hand, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Regardless, Man City had 2 games in hand. Yes, we should have beat West Ham. Yes, we should have beat Southampton 1,000,000%, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these draws and stuff happen, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that okay, it was in our hands. We fluffed our lines a bit. You get saying we did bottle it a bit by our draw the two draws that we had, and you get saying even losing to Forest, that's all mad. The mentality was out the window from then. You get what I'm saying? But where it goes down to me, what goes down to me is, bro, again, the type of team that we're going up against, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? It's the type of team that we're going up against. What's the last time these men lost, bro?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So again, like, bro, I see I see a lot of Arsenal fans just cry. Arsenal, no, let me show you something. Arsenal fans are emotional, bro. They're the most emotional fans. As soon as we start losing and that, man, they don't want to go games. Man, they start crying and all of these things, bro. Yeah. I'm not those type of fans. I just keep it real, bro. I'm realistic. Do you get what I'm saying? Bro, I knew we weren't going to win the league, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? I thought there's a possibility, but you remember the last thing I kept on saying to you? The last 9 games, bro. The last 9 games. I showed you a lot of games where, bro, we have to actually say, like, we actually have to go there and prove points. Do you get what I'm saying? Southampton's always been our rookie team. We went there, we bottled it against them. Do you get what I'm saying? West Ham away, a London derby. Do you get what I'm saying? Liverpool away. That's another place where we haven't really gone and done our thing. So, but even Nottingham away, bro. I remember I said it to you a time ago. Nottingham are a bogey team, bro. They knocked us out the FA Cup twice. Do you get what I'm saying? So, bro, trust me, man.
No, 100% I agree. And that's what I'm saying. So, as football fans, as football realists, we need to be sensible and talk on a level. Yes, we can laugh like, oh, ha, ha, you laughed at me when we lost to Leicester. Ha, ha, you lost to Leicester. I get that kind of banter. But the worst one is when, like, the person that lost to the same team that they were laughing at you, that you lost to, it's like they justify it or they make it different. Then they start bringing in variables. Oh, but you lot spent money. I just hate it, bro. I hate it. At the end of the day, we all know what position every team is in. Cool. There's no change in nothing. And everyone needs to be held accountable. Liverpool, you failed. When we were slipping from the top 4 race, you lot were laughing. You lot were laughing at us. You were like, and then I keep hearing this, Man United are having their best season and we're having our worst season and we're only a couple points behind. Where's the context? You guys have been under Klopp. Klopp had no reason to fail this season, bro. Let's be real.
Big fact.
He had no excuse. He bought Gakpo, he bought Nunez, he bought a couple people. He didn't buy the right players, bro. It's Klopp's fault, bro. That's the fact. When these men, that's like firms. Next year, if Arteta flops and starts doing mad things, you're gonna blame him because he's had the momentum. Bruv, Liverpool have been behind Man City all this time and they've had the momentum. It's because of Klopp's stubbornness not buying the midfielder. And now, but we don't have a midfielder. Bro, Man United haven't had a DM for how many years, bro? There's only so much you can excuse the team. That's why we had to say, Ross, the team for. Why are we buying Sancho? Why are we buying this? We're not buying the DM. You get what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, bro, people need to be realistic. When they cuss Man United, they need to cuss themselves as well. Look in the mirror. And then now, do you know the latest one I'm hearing, man? Them. Oh, but you lot are Europa League heritage. Oh, you lot have won the Europa League. You lot have been in Europa League so many times and only won twice. This is the first time we've been in Europe in 7 years. It doesn't matter. You're in it now. What the fuck? You're in it, bro.
And it's a big reality check. And it's a big reality check for Liverpool. And Liverpool are saying, and Liverpool fans are getting all this talk about the Europa League. If Real Madrid decide to finish 3rd this season, or if Sevilla, if they win the Europa League, go back,
say no more, fam.
If Sevilla win the Europa League, go back into the Champions League, and they finish 3rd, and then finish 3rd again, it's gonna be that case of deja vu. If a big team, okay, so long story short, if a big team drops from the Champions League into the Europa League and and they get them in, and Liverpool and realistically, if Liverpool are in the same pot as them, it's going to be game over.
That's what I'm saying.
And I've known Liverpool have had those rocky seasons in the Europa League. They haven't.
That's what I'm saying. Like
when it Klopp, the same man that was in the Europa League, got them to the final. What happened? Sturridge does his bits, and they capitulate and they lose 3-1 to Sevilla.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Liverpool fans, it's like they don't know the history sometimes. It's like
no, but G20. Do you know what the worst part about it is? Yeah,
go on.
I feel like it's easy to justify things. Like at the end of the day, we're talking about here and now. Jamie tried to send me an old tweet of Bruno apologizing when he apologized as to kind of match up to what Salah's apology. So the same apology that Salah did, Bruno did one some time ago. Who cares? He's not doing one now. He's telling fans, look, guys, we're here. That's what I'm saying. Like I get banter and stuff, but bro, at the end of the day, this is Ten Hag's first season. This is a Dutch manager from the Eredivisie, his first season in the Premier League. He pulled up a mess of Manchester United, who we had our worst season last year, yeah, and ownership issues, player power. So many problems we've had at this club. He's come from the Eredivisie and he has broken certain records. Come on, make it make sense. He's had the best season in all of Ollie's seasons already. He's had a better season in terms of winning trophies and whatever. And then I keep hearing this whole 3P and treble talk. I get it. Manchester City, Pep and Alex Ferguson. We're gonna have another conversation about that. But please, when we do have that conversation, people, let's talk about the fact that the game's different. Let's talk about the fact that Pep doesn't have to manage these people. Pep is a tactical genius, but man management might be separate. You feel me? Like, remember back in the day, Ferguson's days, there wasn't no director of football in that. Ferguson did all of that himself. Like, but there's so many things I want to talk about, man, them anyway, but I just wanted to get this whole context out of the way. That's why I have to rate Newcastle, because no one can chat rubbish to Newcastle. No one. You know what I mean? If Magpies wants to get a bit too big for his boots, and then might want to remind him that he's Newcastle, that's a bit of banter. I get that. But realistically, people need to be real and fair. United have had a good season. Lie,
a lot of people take the piss out of Newcastle. G20's in the server, but there were these. When I was in the server, there was these guys. I was taking the piss out of Spurs, and these guys have been saying that Newcastle haven't won a trophy since 1955.
But you're here now. You're here now. Who cares?
It wasn't even banter. They were actually being serious as well. That's the thing.
I hear that, man. I hear that. I get it. People want banter could go a certain direction. I don't mind.
You know what was weird about that? There were actually Arsenal fans saying this as well, which is a bit strange.
Was you might have triggered them in some way, man.
Yeah,
you might have triggered them in some way.
Yeah, I remember I made a joke about Arsenal as well. Yeah, that triggered them.
Yeah. That's definitely going to happen, man. Banter's fine. I love banter, but when people start being salty and start laughing at, oh, you guys are celebrating top 3, bro, like, please don't annoy me right now, bro. Because you guys will be celebrating top 4 and saying, oh, we're shit and we got top 4 still. You guys are embarrassing, blah, 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 all of that. So, yeah, man. What else did I even want to talk about? Obviously, we spoke about the Arsenal stuff. We've spoke about, obviously, City's likelihood to, doing this 3-peat stuff and whatever, like the FA Cup. Obviously, it's in Man United's hands, man. It's going to be a tough task, but, it's in our hands to stop them. As much as it's going to be difficult, we still have a chance. So, hopefully, we go and do a job. Today, we won against Fulham. We beat Chelsea. We've ended the season on a high. And as much as Firms was talking about, like, checking out and whatever, I just feel like it's good to just go to the end, man. I think it just helps. Manchester United have not ended a good season in how many years? Years, G20. You could probably tell me when it was. Last season, we ended badly. We always fall off towards the last 5 games. We always just capitulate all the time.
Oh, no. And listen, I've been through United. I've been through with United, thick and thin. I've listened as a United fan, the amount of abuse I've got, the amount of abuse I've got since primary school, bro. I'm 21 now, since primary school, since I was a little, I've been getting abuse since 09, bro. I remember days when there was little like. I remember when United we were at our peak. I remember one time we must have gone out to Crystal Palace in like what was it, the FA Cup? This was 20. It might have been 2012 or 2013. One of those years. I remember hit school first thing. You lost to Crystal Palace. Chelsea fans coming at me. It's like things will never change with certain fans, and I'll say this right now. We solidified that Champions League spot.
Yep.
We're gonna make sure we get those players next season.
Yep.
Don't care about
hopefully Qatari. We need Qatari owners.
We need them. We need the Arabs, man. We need them. We need the Qataris. I'm telling you.
Hold on, didn't Man United have a good season in 2021? Because they finished second. Because Rhino said Man United haven't had a good season in years, but realistically, the last time they had a good season was 2021. So they didn't have a good season in 2 years.
2 years, yeah. Was that when we came second?
Yeah, you came second.
Yeah, but that was COVID times, no crowd, and that is fake, man. And then Liverpool bottled it, and that. I didn't even watch that season, but from my research, that season was not a straightforward season.
No, COVID times was 2019, 2020. 2021 was when the COVID restrictions calmed down.
Okay, I wasn't checked in then. I think I joined in from, so we're 2-3-2. I joined in from, well, you said 2021. That was just before Ronaldo came, the season before.
Yeah, 2020, 2021. Man United finished second under Ole.
Yeah. The last one I remember of us finishing second was definitely, I thought it was COVID season, but I could be wrong anyway. I could be wrong. How many? Did Richarlison score? Yeah, you scored. I've got Match of the Day in the background. Yeah.
I heard Richarlison is one of the most loved players in Brazil, but he's one of the most hated players in England
because he can't perform. Like in reality, he should not have left Everton.
That's Mora. Damn,
Mora's gone.
Yeah, listen. I'm pissed. I missed the last stream because I put Richarlison as part of the thumbnail. I wanted to talk about his tattoos and the fact he's such a flop. He is such a flop, bro. I don't know.
Richarlison scored 1 goal in 27 appearances, man.
Yeah, he's horrible. But the people that laugh at Anthony, like, I just want to hear this, man. I don't want to hear this, man. Listen, man, let's end it here anyway. It was a good little chat. We'll probably do a part 2 when we get some more people in. Thank you, Magpies, for attending all the time. I appreciate you. G20, as always, love to Firms. Let's give a big special shout out to Jamie, the supporter of Liverpool, who bottled it. The whole reason why we had this whole talk today is because me and him were going back and forth, and then Firms said, let's talk about it tonight. He said, yeah, cool. Where are you now? You had one job. You had one, and do you know how ironic it is? There's 4 of us in here. There's 4 of us, and then Jamie didn't make it, just like he didn't make top 4. You're not rolling. Listen, let me even find something. This is how I'm gonna end the stream on this. 1 second. Let me just find this right now. Actually, I don't even want to get copyrighted though. I was gonna put the Europa League music on, but it's so good, man.
Bro, anyway, get my voice note, bro. From the
no, I don't want to get copyrighted. I was gonna play like. Actually, I can play a little 10 seconds of it. Let's play a little 10 seconds of it. Listen, sweet, bro, sweet. Like, if we bottled it, we wouldn't hear the last of it. But now, all of a sudden, I don't want to hear this, man. Trust me. I don't want to hear this. This is how we're going to end it, people. I'm going to try and play the last 10 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. This is for the Liverpool Massive. Big up the Liverpool Massive. Big up the Liverpool Massive. uh, uh. Big up the Liverpool massive. We're gonna end it right here.
Hey, I swear